Dear God, Arsenal are serious. Arsenal making serious moves. This could be the difference maker. Every now and again you get a situation where one signing changes a football club, changes the definition of a football club, raises the entire tide of a football club. And the potential for Arsenal to now become a great again is genuinely serious. They have just gone out and they have signed a prodigious, elite level, Premier League proven superstar. How am I saying these words? Eberechi Eze is an Arsenal player. Eberechi Eze, a player who is desperate to play for Arsenal, a player who has loved Arsenal since he was a kid. I've just seen a picture of an incredibly young Eberechi Eze alongside Mikel Arteta. And I cannot believe that Arsenal have got this one over the line. The Arsenal fans, the clock end, are going to idolise him. The North Bank are going to sing his name for generations, because I truly believe that this could be the difference maker for Arsenal. Eberechi Eze is truly great. There isn't really a better sight in football than Eberechi Eze in full flow. When he is running with in fact, forget that. Not when he's running with the ball. When he is gliding past the first defender, the second defender, the third defender, driving at the heart of a defence, it is one of the truest, purest forms of football. It is the kind of footballer that I have always loved. That mercurial, unpredictable talent. Eberechi Eze is not a system player. He can do a job. He will arduously perform the task that a manager asks of him. But he is an artist. He glides with the ball. He is a 1970s throwback Maverick-style footballer. And Arsenal have got him again. And you know the way that Arsenal have always loved the likes of Liam Brady, the likes of Thierry Henry, the likes of David Rocastle. This could be that. Eberechi Eze could be that, because that is how good he is. And the fact that Arsenal have got him over the line, you know, all the talk that we've heard about Arsenal this year, all the talk that we've heard about players that Arsenal need, there have been article after article, discussion after discussion about players that Arsenal need, and I guarantee you this, Arsenal will not sign a better player than Eberechi Eze. None of the players that Arsenal sign this summer will be better than Eberechi Eze. None of them will do more for Eberechi Eze in the long run. This is the signing. This is the difference maker. This is it. And he just makes them so much better. Premier League proven. Do you know how significant that is? It's so important. Being an England international, again, so important. Somebody who has done it on the biggest stage. Like, these are the perfect words with regard to signing a footballer. Everything that I've just said there. Premier League proven, really significant. England international, significant. Doing it on the biggest stage, absolutely heavyweight in the conversation. Because when you sign a new footballer, what you're trying to do is dilute the risk. You are trying to level out the chances of jeopardy. And all those things that I've just said there, they are reasons for it to only work. I mean, there is no question about, can he take to the league? Is he capable of doing it in the Premier League? Like, that is just not even a thing. He is so good. He is a guaranteed footballer. The true definition of the word baller. And he's a really good bloke. An intelligent man. An erudite individual. Somebody that you want to be around. It's so relevant that he is so considered. It really is. And are you with me on this? Like, Eberechi Eze being a bright spark, it matters, doesn't it? The fact that he is so clever, the fact that he is a chess champion, the fact that he went out and won a chess tournament, earning 30 grand just a month or so ago, having the skill to outmaneuver somebody on a chessboard. Like, there is definitely something in that, in terms of being a good footballer and being a good chess player, isn't there? You know, in terms of like strategizing. In the Venn diagram, you're an elite level footballer working out a way of penetrating the best defences. That's a chess manoeuvre. The fact that he's so good at chess, it tells you so much about his character. Then you look at what he's done beyond that. You look at what he has done beyond the game. He has a foundation. That really does matter. Like, creating career opportunities and work experience for young people from deprived backgrounds. Like, he has that invitational tournament. The fact that he has set up a football tournament for grassroots that he holds in South London, I just think it really does matter. And again, I'm coming back to it, like, so many footballers are so dumb. And having these intelligent players around, it really is going to make Arsenal a more considered and better opposition. Because he is everything that Arsenal need. a wicked footballer, a good man, and the most crucial word that I can possibly say with regard to a player signing for Arsenal Football Club, a winner. This is more relevant to signing for Arsenal than anyone else, because anybody that watches this channel regularly will know that I give Mikel Arteta an awful lot of credit. I think that he's done very well, and any talk of him online, of him potentially being sad, I just don't get it. He's turned Arsenal from pretenders into a serious football club. He's made Arsenal genuine contenders. I was terrified last year that Arsenal were going to win the European Cup. I genuinely believed that there was a world where they could win the European Cup. They battered Real Madrid home and away. And I was worried, really worried. I thought, right, they're going to do it. So the fact that I believe that they could do it means that Mikel Arteta has made them a serious, serious prospect. But there is something missing from the team. And one of the things that's missing actually from Mikel Arteta's own personal armoury, he's not a winner. He isn't a proven winner, non-negotiable winner. Yeah, they got the FA Cup early on, but you know what I mean? The squad is lacking that. Do you know what Eberechi Eze is? As he has proven, he is a winner at the highest level. He won his team a trophy. He won that team their first ever trophy. Can you imagine the pressure on the day that your team have never ever won silverware before? They then make it into a final. They make it into a final and they are looking at you to somehow guide them into that final, to somehow be their answer. You then look at the opposition. The opposition are Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. The opposition are about as intimidating as they can possibly be. Kevin De Bruyne's swan song. The team that have won it all, rapidly win it all against the best manager currently in the game. And that is who you are playing. Those circumstances must simply be terrifying. Eberechi Eze did not care less. He couldn't have given a damn about the occasion. He just let his football do the talking. He scored the winner to guide Crystal Palace to their first ever trophy. Do you know how big that is? He deprived Manchester City of any silverware that season. Do you know how big that is? To shine in those circumstances is the true definition of greatness. And I think that Eberechi Eze's ceiling is honestly about as high as you could possibly imagine. Him at his best, him at the zenith, it will be a world-class footballer. There is no doubt about it. And this changes Arsenal. I really believe that it does. Like winning Palace silverware against Man City, taking Crystal Palace into Europe, it is just astonishingly good. And this could be the total reinvention of Arsenal, because when you think about where he will fit into that team, I mean, he will be a huge elevation if he ends up replacing Gabriel Martinelli. But I think there's something a little bit more interesting potentially going to happen. And this could be good or bad news for Martin Odegaard, but it is only good news for Arsenal fans. If Eberechi Eze, his arrival at Arsenal, may mean that Martin Odegaard's form has to improve, which is only good news for Arsenal, because what will happen then is Martin Odegaard will become undroppable. He will make himself totally indispensable to Mikel Arteta. He will make himself the fulcrum of the Arsenal midfield, and therefore Eberechi Eze won't be able to break into that position, so he'll play wide. So Arsenal are better, because no matter what, Eberechi Eze is better than Martinelli. No matter what, he's better than Trossard. So ultimately, Arsenal will have Martin Odegaard in the middle, at his best, Bukayo Saka, who's always at his best, and then Eberechi Eze, who is always brilliant. They'll have those three. Equally, if Martin Odegaard goes off the boil, there will be competition for his place. So if his form isn't what it should be, all of a sudden we may have to have some very uncomfortable conversations, because Eberechi Eze playing at number 10 is a real prospect. And imagine the link-up play with Saka. Imagine the link-up play with Zubimendi. Imagine the link-up play with Odegaard if they're in the same team. Like, it could be pretty spectacular. And there is no doubt that he is an upgrade on Gabriel Martinelli. I mean, I think he's an upgrade on Trossard as well. Trossard's a very good player to have in the camp. He's a very good option. But this is different. This really is different. And if you think about where Arsenal struggled last year, you know, they were unbeaten against the best teams. You know, they didn't lose to Liverpool, they didn't lose to Man City. Where Arsenal struggled was against supposedly easier opposition. They didn't shine against teams that they should have been beating because they couldn't often enough unpick a lock. They couldn't find a way through. They didn't have enough creativity. They didn't have enough ingenuity. They didn't have enough invention. Those three words are the personification of Eberechi Eze. Those three words are what he is. Eberechi Eze is all about ingenuity. He is all about invention. He is all about creativity. So again, when Arsenal play those teams that arrive at the Emirates and they play a low block, maybe you have a situation where Bukayo Saka, Eberechi Eze and Martin Odegaard are all linking up. That is a defender's nightmare. So there we go. I am gutted, genuinely gutted, because I rate Eberechi Eze so highly. I thought he was the answer to a lot of England's problems last summer. That is how highly I rate him. And the fact that he is going to Arsenal, I think that we are going to see an elevation in this bloke's career, an elevation at Arsenal. I think he's going to make Arsenal such a better team, and Eberechi Eze is destined for greatness. I'm so gutted. I really am, because I love Eze, man. Like I said at the beginning, Eberechi Eze in full flow. It is a glorious sight. I just wish he was doing it at Stamford Bridge rather than in front of the clock end. No doubt about it. This is the signing. Arsenal in a title race. Gutted. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts, so please do comment. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please click subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all in a bit. Ta-da.